After the tower, Lyra did not break loudly. Loud pain could be answered. Hers could not. She woke, dressed, sat by the window, and watched peach petals fall with the mild curiosity of a doll placed near sunlight. She ate when told, drank when watched, smiled when spoken to. Seth discovered, too late, that despair did not always sharpen into rebellion. Sometimes it became obedience so flawless it felt like standing beside a corpse that still breathed.
Ask me for something.
You have already given me everything you allow. Morwen watched the transformation with hatred dressed as dignity. Seth had ruined her betrothal before the entire clan and punished no one except himself. Worse, he still visited Lyra's chamber every night, standing outside the door like a condemned man before a shrine. So Morwen chose a softer weapon than public shame. She bribed a servant. She touched the nightly sleeping draught with a colorless poison brewed from frostbane root, slow enough to mimic Lyra's existing illness and cruel enough to make every organ surrender one by one. Lyra smelled the difference at once. Frostbane carried a sweetness like pears left to rot under snow. She turned the bowl in her hands and looked at Morwen, who had come to watch from the doorway.
Careful. A sick girl should not refuse medicine.
No, she should not. Then Lyra lifted the poisoned draught and drank it dry. Morwen's smile faltered. For the first time, she understood she had not met a rival. She had met someone who no longer feared being harmed. 3 days later, beneath the oldest peach tree in the eastern courtyard, Lyra vomited blood onto the roots. Not a little blood, not a decorative tragedy. It poured from her mouth in dark, pulsing waves, while Seth stood 10 steps away, holding a report he would never finish reading. The paper fell from his hand. The world narrowed to red on snow, and Lyra's body folding soundlessly into the petals.
Rena, now! Nobody leaves the temple!
By dawn, Seth knew everything. The servant confessed before he touched her. Morwen denied it until Seth's alpha command forced truth out of her throat in broken syllables. He did not kill her. Death would have been clean. He placed one hand over her sternum and burned her wolf power out by the root. Her scream cracked the glass ceiling of the council hall.
You wanted to prove bloodline matters. Live without yours.
The punishment did nothing to save Lyra. Rena emerged from the sick room with hands that would not stop trembling. Seth stood very straight. His left sleeve was soaked from where he had opened his own veins again and again, pouring heart blood into medicine that no longer worked.
Her organs are failing. The poison found weakness already there and taught it to spread. 3 months perhaps, less if she remains among alpha pressure and clan conflict.
Day of locked room. Seth locked himself away for 1 full day. No one heard him shout. No one heard furniture break. That was what frightened the guards. When he emerged, he carried a verdict colder than execution.
Lyra Vale has brought disorder, seduction, and poison into this temple. Her presence endangers the clan. By my authority as High Priest, I strip her of clan name and ward status. At dawn, she will be taken beyond our borders and forbidden return.
The council believed him. Morwen, ruined and pale, laughed once from where she leaned on a cane. Lyra did not. She knew cruelty when it tried to hide kindness under ceremonial language. But knowledge did not warm her when they placed her in a thin traveling cloak and opened the northern gate to a world already buried in snow. Do I still have to obey you outside the border?
No.
Then I won't look back. She walked into the snow. Each step looked impossibly small beneath the mountain sky. Her hair whipped across her face. In her hand, she carried a single peach branch, already withered by frost. At the tree line, she let it fall. Only when her figure disappeared did Seth step from the shadow of the gate tower. His fist was closed so tightly that his nails had passed through his palm. Blood dripped onto the stone in silent, steady beats. He had broken her name to hide her from enemies. He had exiled her to remove the target from her back. He had chosen the most unforgivable method because forgiveness might tempt her to return. In the snow outside Peach Ford, Lyra vanished. In the shadow behind her, the god who saved her became the executioner of his own heart.